So this is our lifestyle factors monthly review. My students tell me that a daily video is quite boring, but a summary might be more productive. So here we go. When we look at studies of balance, here's a new study looking at whole body vibration for 6 weeks improves trunk strength, posture, and overall fitness in females. What's the value of that? Postural problems and fitness are not deficiency of whole body vibration, nor is balance, but this is an intervention that can be used. Is it really sustainable? The authors don't have a good answer on that. Essentially, they're marketing a service, and if a person can get this at home for ease and cheap, it's okay, but nothing really beats just living a normal life and having a variety of activities. The next study looks at obesity and its relation to inflammatory bowel disease and problems, and we find that even though people with IBD often may not be overweight, when they are, it makes their IBD even worse. So weight control is really important. The next thing is a study that looks at people are randomly called and seeing if they take an avocado or not, and what the impact on their diet overall is as a profile. Now, what they find is that those who have a daily avocado, or even half a daily avocado, have increased fiber, potassium, and more energy. I'm not sure about that study. You can't deny it, but are there other ways to get the same effects? Yeah. Like getting the domain of sleep, though, we have a study that looks at pre-sleep worry. And what this study is done on 220 people, and it sees if they have pre-sleep worry. If it turns up in objective measures, and it doesn't. The only place it turns up is in their subjective reporting of how they slept. Meaning these people already have some stressor, it's bothering them, they go to sleep and they wake up and feel like they didn't sleep that great, or they feel like they slept great. But the objective measures that we normally use, like actigraphy, don't pick it up. The next is bad sleep hygiene and quality of life in people with systemic sclerosis and rheumatoid arthritis. And what we find is that those who don't have a good sleep or good hygiene don't have good quality of sleep, so they have more worse symptoms of these diseases. Not really a big surprise, but it's something to consider in those populations. The next is increased sleep quality leads to a more diverse microbiome in the elderly. Now, that can be read two different ways, and the other way I look at it is what factors lead to a more rich microbiome in the elderly, because those things will help them sleep better, not the other way around really. And what really promotes a wide microbiome is not an ultra-processed food diet like many other people eat. It's actually a whole food plant-based diet. A variety of natural whole foods, rather than something that's been processed and sitting on a shelf for a month or so, or maybe a high carbohydrate diet. From there, we have a controversial study that looks at screen use and sleep during COVID. And I say controversial because they say they found a negative association or no association between screen use and sleep problems during COVID. We do know that blue light can stimulate the brain and impair sleep. So why they're saying this, it's hard to say, but this is the result of their study. Are there better ways to test this? I think there are. There are more factors they haven't looked into? Yeah. The last one is really interesting. It's looking at who develops hyperuricemia and gout. And what they do is they take 10,800 people and they follow them. And they see who of these regular people develop gout or hyperuricemia. And they find that people who have high-fat diets that are rich in fried foods, or other animal-sourced proteins or purine-rich foods, they do. The things that prevent against that are going to be having better sleep and better hydration, which are all things we can control. Even if you can't really get to sleep well, you can definitely get better hydration, which cleans out the kidney. Cleaning out the kidney means all that waste goes, and that can reduce all these inflammation symptoms in the long run. So that is our lifestyle medicine update for the month.